Good day everyone, I am Paula Hermela Y. Matos, a third year BSED Math student. The topic that I will be discussing is social dimensions of education under sociological perspectives. The two subtopics are structural functionalism and interactionist theories. But before that, let me read our objectives first. At the end of the lesson, the students will be able to K. Explain the core concepts and principles of structural functionalism and interactionist theories. S. Evaluate how these theories can be applied to understand social institutions and interactions through role-playing. And A. Demonstrate respect for diverse viewpoints and interpretations of social processes. Structural functionalism is a macro theory that looks at how all structures or institutions in society work together. Examples of structures or institutions of society include education, healthcare, family, legal system, economy, and religion. Society is seen as an integrated whole, where all parts are interconnected. Every structure in society works together to play a vital function to maintain stability and the well-being of its members. This theory focuses on the rules people perform and the idea that behavior follows established norms, which helps to maintain social order. Institutions and people are interconnected. When something shifts, either in the institutions or in the people, the other has to change or compensate to restore the equilibrium. It can help to think of it this way. Functionalists compare society to the human body. Each part of society serves a function, just like our organs do. Emile Durkheim, 1858 to 1917. As a researcher and a theorist, Emile Durkheim is credited as the one who made studying sociology a science. He did this through systematic examination of the ways in which social institutions and human beings interact with each other and influence each other. Because he looked at the ways in which social institutions or structures function. This theory became known as structural functionalism. Structural functional theory or structural functionalism. Herbert Spencer, the proponent of structural functional, views society as a system of interconnected parts, each with a unique function. The parts have to work together for stability and balance of society. Society is compared to the human body with different but interrelated parts performing different functions. Just as the human body has many parts, society has different but interrelated parts performing different but interrelated components such as family, the state, the school, the church, mass media, economics. These must coordinate and collaborate for society to function well. If one part of the human body does not function well, the whole body is affected. In the same way, when one component does not do its part, society will not function well. The overall health of the organisms or the society depends upon the health of each structure. The functionalist perspectives, a theory is a set of interrelated propositions or principles designed to answer a question or explain a particular phenomenon. It provides us with a perspective. For example, each of the social institutions contributes important functions for society. Family provides a context for reproducing, nurturing, and socializing children. Education offers a way to transmit a society's skills, knowledge, and culture to its youth. Politics provide a means of governing members of society. Economics provide for the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. And religion provides moral guidance and an outlet for worship of a higher power. Functionalists use the terms functional and dysfunctional to describe the effects of social elements on society. Elements of society are functional if they contribute to social stability. They are dysfunctional if they disrupt social stability. Some aspects of society can be both functional and dysfunctional. For example, crime is dysfunctional in that it is associated with physical violence, loss of property, and fear. But according to Durkheim and other functionalists, crime is also functional for society because it leads to heightened awareness of shared moral bonds and increased social cohesion. Sociologists have identified two types of functions: manifest and latent. Manifest functions are consequences that are intended and commonly recognized, while latent functions are consequences that are unintended and often hidden. Interactionist theories, also known as symbolic interactionism, are a sociological perspective that focuses on the role of symbols and interactions in shaping social behavior. This theory emphasizes the importance of individual actions and how they are influenced by the meanings that people give to them. Interactionist theories suggest that language, symbols, and communication play a crucial role in constructing social reality and building relationships between individuals. Symbolic interactionism views the self as socially constructed in relation to social forces and social structures and the product of ongoing negotiations of meanings. Thus, the social self is an active product of man agency rather than deterministic product of social structure. Symbolic interactionists are not only interested in socialization but also in interaction in general, which is of vital importance in its own right. Interaction is the process in which the ability to think is both developed and expressed. Principles of symbolic interactionism. Number one, human beings are endowed with the capacity for thought. Number two, the capacity for thought as is shaped by social interaction. Number three, in social interaction, people learn the meanings and the symbols that allow them to exercise their distinctively human capacity for thought. Number four, meanings and symbols allow people to carry on distinctively human action and interaction. Number five, people are able to modify or alter meanings and symbols that they use in action and interaction on the basis of their interpretation of the situation. Number six, people are able to make these modifications and alterations because, in part, of their ability to interact with themselves, which allows them to examine possible courses of action, assess the relative advantages and disadvantages, and then choose one. Number seven, or the last, the intertwined patterns of action and interaction make up groups and societies. The importance of thinking to symbolic interactionists is reflected in their views on objects. Bloomer differentiates among three types of objects: physical objects, like chairs and trees; social objects, like student, mother, teacher; abstract objects, like idea or a moral principle. So Mead's differentiation between the basic forms of social interaction are: non-symbolic interactionism does not involve thinking, and symbolic interactionism requires mental processes. Mead's appreciation to symbolic interaction rested on three basic premises. People act toward the things they encounter on the basis of what those things mean to them. We learn what things are by observing how other people respond to them through social interaction. And the last one is the result of ongoing interaction we use in dealing with others acquire symbolic meanings that are shared by the people who belong to the same culture. Charles Horton Colley developed a concept that has long been used by symbolic interactionists, and it is the looking glass self. It means that we see ourselves as others see us. We come to develop a self-image on the basis of the messages we get from others as we understand them. So schools play a significant role in educating the Filipino citizens. It is our duty as teachers to really inculcate the value of fairness and honesty to our students. We also need to teach them how to learn so they may be able to adapt in any situations or events that they will be presented. The looking glass self simply tells us that we must be cautious in giving remarks to others. Let us all be generous in giving positive comments and lessen the words that will hurt others.